listening to Chibi Podcast.
Oh, thanks, Miles, for introducing us.
Oh, sorry. Hello, everybody. This is Chibi Podcast, back for another special on Dragon Ball Super.
Yep.
We said we'd be back. Mm-hmm. So we're up reviewing episode 38.
38.
Giving us our giving you guys our opinions.
And what we saw, what we think is going to happen. But Miles, let's introduce ourselves to the listeners.
All right. So
millions of one person.
You got Diego's over there like, what's going on? Oh, I guess I just interested Diego. Anyway, this is Miles, your tech guy.
This is Mr. Worldwide, Kapacho Ramasama, JK, not really. Diego, little brother.
Wow, Diego. Wow. And this is David the Smash Fan. And like Miles said, we are here to review episode 38 of Dragon Ball Super. Wow, has it been getting good?
So, this episode left me...
itching.
I don't know how... Yeah, itching for the next episode,
It
but...
made me feel sad, but then it made me realize things, and so I'm not as sad.
So, I have mixed feelings about this episode.
But
excited
before
to
we
hear
say
your
anything
guys'
about the
opinions.
episode... Animation is getting on point now.
Yes.
It's staying consistent.
Yes.
I think those amateur artists that they have now are actually getting pro.
Well, they fired them and got good ones.
I don't know. It's not that great yet. It's still really good, but
at least
it's
it's
not
not
great.
like Naruto animator.
It's not pain bad. I
Yeah.
can't even remember. Like the
But-
pain
but-
pain.
Or they
what
just
I
skip
mean-
the fights, you just hear the sound effects, and everybody's on the floor, and you're
Yep.
like, and then now we got to hear drama talk.
No, but that's what I mean. I'm saying like the animation's really good. It's not the best. 'Cause I know it
Choreography's
can be
good.
best. Oh, the choreography is beautiful.
Okay, so
Thinking that.
let's go into let's get to the first part of this. Hit versus Vegeta.
I'm really excited to hear you guys' opinions. Like I said, I'm mixed feeling on this episode. I have ups and I have downs.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Mixed, totally mixed.
Now,
And
this
my
is-
downs are very harsh. But
Now this is the thing about Hit that we know so far before this episode is one, he's an assassin.
Yep.
Number one assassin.
one
and
assassin.
He's the
Number one
strongest
assassin
fighter in the
from
universe,
Universe 6.
besides, what's his name?
well,
Champa.
well, wait. How did they word it? He's the strongest assassin in Universe 6. We don't know if he's the strongest character in Universe 6
I would say strongest character.
because maybe he has a master.
But that doesn't mean he could be stronger. You could be. Look at Babidi. Babidi was the master of a lot of people, but they were stronger than him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know it's all theories until
But
we
yeah,
know
yeah,
because
that's
Universe 6 should have a lot of cool stuff that I don't
Yeah.
feel we've seen yet.
But we know that he has never what they say missed a
He's never-
target or he's never
He's
No.
never lost.
He's never lost.
He's always hit a target, and they've always died with one hit. That's why he's called Hit.
yeah.
Yeah, he's always efficient with one hit. So when he was, well, should we just dive into
Yeah, so
this?
let's dive into Vegeta.
Question, hold on. Quick question. So does that mean Frost is dead? Because he says you're the only opponent that stays alive.
He didn't hit Frost really though, did he? I thought he just
But
like
just
kind of
you know what I mean? Like when he said that, I was like, so is Frost
We still don't know
dead?
everything that
we don't know all that Hit can
everything that Hit can do.
because
Just
what he
saying.
did, what he did to Frost was he used that weird like aura thing, and then he just fainted.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know what he did to him.
He hit him.
Well, possibly, but I guess he wasn't trying to assassinate.
Probably.
So
yeah.
what we know is his assation attempts. He usually
He's
can hit
just
him in
good.
one hit.
He hits vital spots.
He's like the
That's what he
one-hit
does.
man.
So
Yeah.
this was
One Punch Man.
This was really interesting, which again this reverts back to Dragon Ball with the different art styles. Is Hit is very proficient in hitting your vital spots.
Yeah,
So when he was
trained.
fighting Vegeta, like he wasn't punching him just in the face or anything. Like he's punching around the
Vital
temple,
spots.
right underneath the collarbone,
like his pressure
Pressure
point.
Side
points,
of
yeah.
his ribs and stuff like
cyber.
that.
Like he was very efficient with his hits.
sternum,
Like he
is
could
that what it's
literally,
called?
if
The sternum?
Vegeta wasn't that strong, like he could kill him.
Yeah. And even in the episode, he's like, "It's if I kill him, then I lose." Right? He's like, "Yeah, you lose." So he's like, "Okay, I won't
Whoa,
kill
you
you."
kind of went ahead a little bit there.
Well, that. I mean, this is just Hit. We're
So
gonna kind of go around.
We saw in the preview last week, last week was a great episode, but we saw in the preview that Vegeta's going to get his butt kicked.
Yeah.
But it was kind of interesting that Vegeta knew already that he needed to go into God form.
Oh yeah. Well,
He knew right away. He's like, okay, you're the strongest. Like he knew, and he went straight into
Super Saiyan
God.
Blue.
Huh?
Blue.
Super Saiyan
form.
blue, and
hate that
he
stuff.
literally got his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
Bad.
That just shows you. Well, the thing is, it's not like normal fighting. The thing that hits does. He's hitting vital points.
So
and
I guess
he's
we should talk about his
weakening
power
you.
then.
Hits.
So he's
He's an
point
assassin.
one. So he's a 0.1 second. Like
Time
he
skipper.
can time skipper, which I remember was funny because Beerus looks at Whis and he's like, I didn't think we allowed that kind of stuff, and he's just like,
I was like, I thought I was the only one. He's like, oh well. And then
yeah. There's like no, and then the what is it? The
Bulma.
time.
Bulma tries to like He's like, hey.
You guys say manipulating time's wrong. And he's like, I didn't
yes.
see anything.
He's like, yes, it is wrong.
The king of the police force is like, me neither.
I didn't see anything.
He's like, I didn't see. He's like, I didn't see anything.
Jack, go arrest him.
He's like, why'd you say that? He's like, I don't want to get killed.
I think a lot of the comedic aspects of this episode was really good. I loved it. It was
so 1/10 of a second, he can freeze time in his attacks.
Since they're really strong and they're very fast, that's a lot of
it's
time.
Almost
if you think
like
about it,
it's like Goku's instant transmission, but without a pause, without putting
Goku
a hand up and transmitting.
Goku said it's like his instant transmission, but he doesn't have to concentrate.
He doesn't have to concentrate. He can
Goku
just punch.
has to concentrate.
Yeah, he can just manipulate it in his movements.
Yeah, so it was.
It's way more effective.
Yes,
and the. I don't know if this is the problem that you had with the episode or not, but the problem with the not necessarily the problem, but the struggle that I have with Vegeta is, he's
a smart
fighter. He's a smart fighter,
smarter fighter than Goku.
And
this is what I'm gonna get mad about.
And he doesn't know, like he tries different things. Like he tries fighting him head on, doesn't work.
He's saying
he tries keeping distance.
Well, Vegeta said two things. He said, "I'll fight from a distance because he can't reach me in certain spots."
And then he charge up like a big bang, and next he teleports right by him. He's like from that distance, and he knocks him out.
And then he also said he's hitting me with light hits, so I have to get close enough to hit him with a hard hit.
Right.
And hits him in the chest, light first, and Vegeta grabs it, or medium hit, and then he's about to strike hit, and then hit goes again with a heavy hit.
And then he's like, "Oh, a heavy! I wasn't
like a heavy hit.
that.
I didn't expect that."
And then all of a sudden, he just loses his god
Vegeta
form.
passes out.
So the thing is, like, I think, okay, so this is the big difference between Goku fighting and Vegeta. You see both of them fighting this episode.
Yes.
Vegeta had nothing whatsoever. He had no.
He went in there blind.
Yeah, he had no idea what was going on.
Goku heard that he can do 1/10 of a second time skip.
Goku learned something. He learned before, so he had.
But I thought he heard that. I thought he heard the conversation with Whis and Beerus before.
No, he didn't hear that.
He didn't.
It was
he was talking to Jacko.
The Jacko and the police
right.
force.
Because he's asking because Jacko can see everything.
Right. Piccolo heard it. Piccolo heard everything, and then he also heard the thing about Monaka.
Which we were right on our theories. Monaka cannot fight. He's an amateur.
And
that's why he passed out.
And
why Goku hit him.
And Beerus only used him so that he could basically make
Vegeta
and Goku fight better.
Yep.
And so Vegeta's like, Piccolo's like, what the freak? It's like, son, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Goku? So Vegeta didn't have any information given to him whatsoever. Although it's hinted that he did know something. Because
Vegeta knows that there is something that hits can do but he doesn't know
understand what it is.
He didn't know what it was. If Vegeta would have known, he probably would have had a better chance. We don't know that though.
I think Goku is understanding a little bit in his fight when he started with him that I think it's his knowledge from the instant transmission. But then again, that just goes back to Vegeta should be smart enough for this.
Well, the thing is, Vegeta tried something different. Vegeta tried to grab him. Remember, saying like, if I grab you, you cannot move. I have his upper hand. So he still didn't know that it was that he could basically stop time and then move. Vegeta still didn't know that. So that's why he tried something and it failed completely. Yeah,
I just think Vegeta be smart enough to be able to predict the hits, because in normal fighting anyway, you're supposed to predict usually where they hit. Like you can tell from, in normal circumstances you can see like an arm moving, so you know where it's going to predict. But in this, it's just a flash, so he doesn't see the prediction.
Predict it because
but then why can Goku predict it better?
Because
than
Vegeta? Like I said earlier, he was told that he can do this, and so Goku. I'm pretty sure what it is. I'm pretty sure what it is the time skipping is in the same. I would say I don't know what the right word to say, but realm as like his instant transmission, so he kind of can figure out where things would be. It's easier because he knows how fast movements and how slow things. How things slow down.
I just think Vegeta would be smart enough to know this, though. That's my problem. Out of character for Vegeta.
This is my thing. Is I think Vegeta got overwhelmed by him getting hit so badly in his God form. And you know what happens with Vegeta? If his pride is hurt in any way, that's when he starts losing. That's when he starts losing his control.
I like this though.
He's a smart fighter as long as he's winning.
Yeah,
but he's a lot better. He's improved a lot more. Even though when Hits was hitting him and then he put his hands in his pocket, Vegeta's like, "Don't mock me," or like, "Don't think it's." But
again,
that's he was losing his cool. He was losing his cool. But it's not as bad as it was.
Like the worst I saw him lose his cool was with like Android 18.
Yeah, Android.
That was one of the worst controls I've ever seen Vegeta ever have.
Yeah.
Because like when he went and got his arm broken, that was
because he was a Super Saiyan. It's like he thought that was a form that was unbeatable, and then
the same thing with Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah.
This form is like, how can this guy named Hit beat beat us. We're gods, basically.
Yeah. I know. Okay. What I'm saying is that those vital hits that were taking his toll on Vegeta, because you saw he was bleeding.
It's the hits. Blood. It's the hits. It's the fact that his pride was hurt, and that made him lose his cool, which therefore he could not fight clearly.
Yes.
So I want something I really want to bring up, and I want to hear you guys' opinion, because this is something that's really bugging me about this episode. And I want to hear you guys' opinions. Vegeta starts off in Super Saiyan God mode, takes a few hits, loses. Goku starts off, doesn't transform. Hit asks, aren't you going to transform? He's like, no, it takes up a lot of energy. I'm just going to fight my normal form. Goku gets hit by these attacks from Hit, the same type of hits that he's getting hit by Vegeta. He's in his base form. Not Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, God, Blue. Well, he's literally in, hold on. He's in his normal form. Too. Right, but he's in his normal form. Goku's getting hit in these vital spots in normal form. If Vegeta can get knocked out in God form, in Blue, and Goku's just in normal getting hit by these attacks too, but doesn't faint. I just felt I guess what I'm getting at is I felt there's some inconsistencies in the power levels, which I kind of feel Super's kind of been doing here and there. There's inconsistencies with power.
This is my thought on it. Is I feel like Hit, since he saw that Goku wasn't powering up, he's like, well, I'm just gonna play. And
let's look at this also. Vegeta got hit a lot more.
True, but he was still starting in God form. If Goku's in I'm just saying a hit to God mode compared to a normal form hit is huge. It's kind of like when Kaba was fighting Vegeta in base form, but then when he turns Super Saiyan God, he knocks him out in one hit because that's so much more powerful. So I just didn't understand base form taking the same type of hits as a God Blue form.
We also got to understand how much, because Hit's not an idiot. Hit knows how much power he has to use to hurt someone, right. And he knows that Goku, he could knock him out one hit, but he wants to show him you can't do anything, and he's not going to hit him out one hit.
I just feel like it was an inconsistency is all.
It could be.
Because we have to what do we have to, like what you're doing is you're defending something that was not explained. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
And then we shouldn't have to do that with Dragon Ball because it's always been very consistent to me with power levels in Z, to where now we have to kind of like baby and sugarcoat it to make it kind of understandable. And I just don't like that inconsistency. It doesn't make any sense at all where I'm coming as a critic on that.
I understand where the critic is coming from.
Yeah.
But I think you're also focusing too much on that as well. Like,
I guess because of my Dragon Ball Z of years, it's always been like that.
But Dragon Ball wasn't like that. Dragon Ball, the power levels didn't really matter. It's just Goku got better, but there were people.
Well, we didn't have transformations.
Yeah, exactly. But this one, this is the whole thing about Dragon Ball Super, or especially this tournament, is that most of the people that fun, especially from Xenoverse 6, they're not strong people. They have abilities that make them formidable foes at some point.
Yeah, we haven't seen any physically strong characters.
Botama was.
He's not necessarily strong, but he can just take hits.
He can take hits, and that's why Goku would lose if he kept fighting him.
Kaba's the only one that's been physical.
Kaba's the only one physical. Frost.
Actually, Frost would be strong considering his strengths.
He's not that strong, though.
No. In super terms, he's not. In Z, I think he is. Because I would put him, Piccolo took him, with the strategy. He was stronger than Piccolo, technically. But Piccolo outsmarted him, except for the stupid needle trick. So I'm just kind of wondering, where would you put Frost at on power levels? Like maybe close to Cell?
He's
close to Cell.
He's not as strong as.
No, I'm saying close to Cell though.
No. He's strong. Well, like in.
No. In terms of Frost in Super Saiyan, or in his final form, where would you put his power level?
He's stronger than.
I'd say he's close to perfect Cell, maybe.
No, I think he's stronger than that. I think he's like Boo. Majin
so
Buu.
You think Piccolo got as strong as Boo?
Yeah, Piccolo's as strong as Boo.
You think so?
Yes, I believe that. Piccolo's the only one who's consistent in his strength and who gets strong really fast, and we couldn't see that because this series is focusing on Goku and Vegeta. Right. But I believe who would be third strongest is Piccolo.
So I'm just saying, I guess they have physically they're strong. It's just Goku and Vegeta are at such a high level now. It's hard to map power levels at this point.
And so Hit also, we don't know how strong he actually
don't know how
really
strong Hit is
because he also got hit by Goku and got cut by him.
So we got 1, 2, 3 more episodes of Hit. Technically, we got the 2-parter, and then we got one more after that, and that should be the end. And then we got the one after that, which is we have a new character in the ring, right?
Yep.
Did I read that right? 41 is the end of the tournament. So we're on 38. So we got 39, 40, 41.
So 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks because we get a double episode. So that makes me think. Do you guys think he has some kind of transformation up his sleeve, or do you guys think he's just all powers?
If you see the
he raises his ki, right?
He raises his ki, and he looks like he's going to go serious and not be an assassin, but be a fighter.
Yeah,
and then we got to find out what Goku's going to bring to the next to the fight. Because
can we talk about spoilers or no?
Let's finish this episode first. So basically, Goku, he tries something different, and he tries to act and use that 0.1 second to think where he's gonna hit, and he's basically saying like I can predict where you're gonna hit me.
Vegeta wasn't happy seeing
that he could block him. Now this goes back to Whis' training. Whis is saying, Beerus was saying, hey, you need to. Beerus was saying, hey, you need to teach Goku how to do it. He's like, no, this is good training for him. Beerus like, no, this is not time for training.
I love that. He's like, no, it's a good training. He's like, no, it's not the time for training.
Now let's go back. A few episodes where Whis was teaching Goku and Vegeta. You have to learn how to fight without thinking. Your body will move automatically. I think Goku and Vegeta are getting closer to that, little by little.
And I think the predicting might be a good step for Goku because if you learn the prediction, you're still thinking about their movements, but I think it's one more step closer.
I think what's helping him out though was Goku learning of what he could do, like his power. So Goku was able to tap into more of his thinking without moving type of thing. Like he's like, I gotta do this. I have to focus on how to do that. And I think that's what helped him. If he didn't really know what it was, it would still be a struggle for him the same.
So an interesting thought is Hit taking out Vegeta. He's in God mode. So when he's in God mode, he has God Ki, not regular Ki. So is Hit just so fast where he doesn't need to sense Vegeta's God Ki?
Thing is,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
can he really sense God Ki?
Well, let's look at this.
Well, hold on. Hit has mentioned he's 1,000 years old, and
I love that. Goku's like, well, I'm older than I look, and he's like, well, I'm 1,000 years old. He's like, let me say that.
Well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure with his time skip, he can do enough damage that it can still damage God power.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I don't know if he can sense it. What do you think?
There wasn't a point in the show that we saw that he needed to sense him. Like Vegeta was always in clear view of where he
was so quick. I don't think he needed to sense God.
He doesn't need to sense any. Yeah.
Which might give Goku an advantage if he can predict them.
Correct.
Hit's gonna have to power up.
And this is off topic, but like, has anyone ever? I guess in the series, had they ever talked when Goku or Vegeta turned Super Saiyan Blue? Did they ever say, I can't sense his ki anymore?
Yeah,
or something?
it was when he fought Frieza.
Who said that?
Krillin. He's like, I can't sense his ki
anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, when
that's
he transformed.
That's the only one I
his ki's gone, so he went to God form.
Ki anymore either.
I thought they could sense Frieza's.
No, when he was in
Frieza
gold
has
form.
God Ki?
Well, no. He could feel gold Frieza's ki, but it was like, it was a completely different.
Because it makes
level.
you understand. It makes you think, how is Frieza able to?
Well,
actually, Frieza's never been able to detect ki. Because when he fought Goku, remember he couldn't sense him when he first fought Goku on Namek.
But the thing is, he doesn't have to sense it. But the thing is, in Resurrection of F, and he's gonna go through that because it's easier to remember. Is Frieza's ki was so high up there that like it could hit just as it's like almost next to God Ki. Where I think his God Ki is a different wavelength than it is.
We still don't know
That's
too much about
the
God Ki. That's the whole thing. Like I was trying to compare it to how Naruto does, your normal chakra and you have your natural one, and that's how you become Sage Mode. But it doesn't work the same way, and you can't. And I try to think, well, maybe I could explain, but no, it doesn't, because
you're trying to get an example, even though it's different source material.
But the thing is, like, they still, it's not like in Naruto, he can use up his natural, the natural chakra, but he still has his own chakra that he can still use after that.
Yeah.
In this one, it doesn't look like that's the same. It doesn't look like they have God Ki that's separate from the normal ki. Like, it feels like they still need to use both of them hand in hand. Like, it's not separate.
I'm sure Hit can sense normal ki, obviously.
But
with Goku right now, he can. It's just...
Yeah, but that's something I hope they explain a little more. Because they did that with Naruto, and I thought that was a really good concept that they had. I'm hoping that in Dragon Ball Super, they explain a little bit more how this God Ki works, and if it is something completely separate that they have to tap into. Because that would be cool if it's something separate. But going back to let's go to the spoilers. Okay,
so next episode, it's Goku has a new technique, and we know kind of a sense of what that new technique is.
So I haven't read any English ones, but in the Spanish ones, they're saying that it's this Kaioken.
It's Kaioken in English too.
It's this Kaioken.
He's using Kaioken again, and that's kind of cool because, I mean, remember when he fought Frieza, where they're like, Yamcha and Tien were like, if Goku's fighting Frieza, why can't he use this Kaioken still? And he's like, he's been using it the whole time, which is interesting because if he is, it's like you saw like when we were seeing Goku fight, you weren't seeing the Kaioken. But in King Kai's vision, he's seen that. Now, I do remember that King Kai said with the Kaioken that it's a form of the gods. It's like, how did he say that? He said Kaioken is like a form passed down from the gods, or it's like a god-like technique.
It's a god technique.
It's a god technique.
But we know that it takes a huge toll on your body.
It does.
Now, Goku had used it so much, it has perfected, gone so strong that his body can withstand it
easily.
At Kaioken times 20, which is the at the moment we know is the highest that he can
No, he did
go.
100 in Frieza.
Was it Kaioken times 100?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That ripped his body to shreds. Yeah.
20 was the one when he shot the Kamehameha to save himself in the filler. When he was going to go to the sun. And he gets on top of the thing. That was times 20. But when he fights Frieza, it was times 100.
Okay.
So
well, that's the highest that we know of.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm, that's a lot.
Now, I mean, think how far Goku
But the thing is, like, I've always wondered, like, how much of a boost that he gets. Because in the Saiyan Saga, it explains how much it goes. But if you're doing 100 times more, like Goku, like if you look at the strength, like the power levels when they were still somewhat relevant in Frieza Saga,
was relevant.
Like Frieza at that moment was like what, like 5-6 million, something like that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, his base form is
12,
like he's 12 million at max form.
At max form,
so he's probably like 8 to 10, something like
that. Goku was 15 million.
15 million.
So.
And then Goku was keeping up. I mean, he had to have been around like 5 million at least with just that Kaioken.
Yeah,
which is huge because he went from 180,000 to millions because you already know the base form was.
He had that heal. His Senkai boost.
Well, because when Frieza first transformed, he was at 1 million. Remember, and then it just went up to there. And then the highest we know confirmed is 12 million, and after that, the power levels went away. So just going from 180. And that was at Goku when he did do a Kaioken power-up. Remember that? Against Ginyu. So, I mean, what was Goku's base form? I mean, that shows you the huge gap increase from a regular to a Kaioken.
Yes.
That's huge. If you can imply that to Super Saiyan, we don't even know the limits of that.
But see, we have...
But we've never seen Goku do Kaioken inside Super Saiyan
filler.
form.
We saw in the filler where he fights.
Fights Pikkon.
But he does it for like 2 seconds and then he gets done.
Didn't we also see it, too, in the movie of Lord Slug?
Yeah, his fake Super Saiyan form.
His fake Super Saiyan form. Which like a Kaioken. No, so it makes you kind of wonder what can Goku really do by implementing this, and it's going to be cool to see that come back. I mean, it was kind of cool to see Vegeta, do a Gallic gun and also a big bang and all that. So I'm just kind of curious how this new technique's going to work against Hit. I could see it being so quick on top of the God form that Goku's going to almost have the tenth of a second advantage.
How Kaioken can boost your speed and your power.
Mm-hmm.
I think Goku probably could train that Kaioken to just boost his speed to a point where that
he might be like a tenth of a second like Hit.
Yeah, like
that's what I'm thinking. He could be on par with this.
He could take advantage of it instead of using it for his muscles and strength. Because he's already strong enough. I'm pretty sure he can take Hit on with hits, but he needs to get the hit. So I think he's boosting
and I don't
speed.
think his regular form was hit so quick already with that tenth of a second. With all his motion, Goku's needed to get extra speed, and the way to do that would be a Kaioken on top of God form. I can't imagine how fast that's going to be.
Yeah.
Now the question
it makes sense for the writing.
The question is does Vegeta know about this?
I don't know. I mean, they did train together for 3 years.
For 3 years. How would he hide this from Vegeta? Because we even see that Vegeta was training with Whis was training while Goku was sleeping. Like Vegeta was doing everything that he could, so I don't feel that Vegeta would be sleeping while Goku trains.
I'm pretty sure Goku's not that smart. I think he just is gonna try and pull it out. Like he's like, okay, I think this is my way to do this.
So I don't know more Genki Damas. I'm fine.
You know what I mean? But do you know what I mean?
Just do the hand one. That's all I want.
You know what? But do you know what I mean? I think Goku's just gonna try and pull this out of his butt and do that. You know, he's like, Goku, how did you think of this?
It says
I thought about it. Maybe it's gonna work.
It says a special new technique in the preview.
But it could be. Well, it technically is a new technique because he's using it.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna try and like just do it on a whim.
I don't feel like
Goku would, because they're in the Japanese version of Dragon Ball. Goku's an idiot, and that's what I feel like he's gonna do. Oh, and then when he beats Hit, Vegeta's like, "How did you know you could do that with your God form?" Oh, I didn't. I just took a shot in the dark. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like they're gonna do.
So how do you guys think they would do a design for Kaioken? It's not gonna be red with blue. So how? It could be.
We can. I mean, the last time they did it, again, this is only by filler that we know. Mm-hmm. 2 fillers.
They could have got inspired by this.
Yeah, in the fight with Pikkon, he did become red.
Yes.
In the movie with the fake Super Saiyan, he was
like a yellow.
He was like a black and yellow.
You know what I can see is it going like
blue and it could be blue and red even.
No, it could be blue and like a silver.
We don't know.
I don't know if they do silver just because of that rumor on the white.
That's true.
So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Do you guys think we'll see most of it, or do you think it'll be like one of those things? You know, where they always give the description in Japanese of the name of the episode, and it's always a spoiler at the end is one of what happens. Like they spoiled the freaking Japanese of the Super Saiyan when you knew he's gonna turn Super Saiyan, and then when he does, it's the end of the episode. Like that's how always the Japanese descriptions are. Whatever it says gonna happen, you know that's at the last minute.
Yeah. Well, I heard that this is the fight where Goku wins. Like this episode.
Well, the 2 parts.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that this is where he wins.
I mean, it's been really quick lately with Super, which are you guys liking the fights being these quick?
I like it, but then I miss my nostalgia of the fights.
I mean, even Kai lasted a little bit longer than this.
Kai did fought like one person.
And the thing is, they're going off of manga. This is going off of Akira Toriyama, so he's probably like, okay, let's just get past this part, get on to the next part I have.
I guess I miss these guys having so much endurance and stamina, and they've always shown Dragon Balls these long fights, and now it's just like fighting like.
They're just showing you.
Well, we also got to understand these fights could have gone for longer. On some point, but
then it'd be fillerized to hell.
It's fillerized, but 2, they didn't really let it happen. Like Piccolo could have fought, Vegeta, but Vegeta said no, you're gonna quit. He's like, okay, fine, and that sped things up. Like it kind of sucks that that's how they wrote Piccolo, because I think Piccolo should have more.
I do
more time,
but I don't think he could have fought him very well.
Vegeta's
having a hard enough time.
But it wasn't because he didn't have the powers, because
he didn't want to show off his power to hits yet. That's why he did it.
Not hit. Never mind.
But yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I can't wait for the next episode where we'll see what happens. I want to see how they do the Kaioken, with the Super Saiyan God form. Like Diego said, the animation is getting really good. I like the effects that they have when a hit is hitting them. Like you see a little like glittery
particle effects.
Particle effect is really cool. I like
it. Looks like when you watch like those gory animes and like
they cut out the blood.
The blood's kind of spurts.
Yeah, and they do like
it's
those
like
sparkle
that, but
sensors.
It's not blood. It's just like energy.
It's like a sparkle sensor. It's so dumb.
I like that. It's cool.
Yeah. So overall, I think it was a good episode, and I think Vegeta gets shortchanged, and he always does. But
I feel like they gotta give me like a thing where Vegeta's. I mean, they gave me last.
Vegeta gave you 2 weeks
ago.
He wins 3 wins.
But no, 2 weeks ago they gave me like the best Vegeta episode where he was teaching Kaba. I think that was the best when he taught him how to become. I was like Vegeta's
that
so
episode's
cool.
incredible.
But like I want Vegeta to be the hero for once. Gohan hasn't gotten it.
I don't think he will.
So done with Gohan.
Goku's gotten it.
They have talked about him though. In one of the interviews. I can't remember what they said about him, but they're wanting to include him more. I don't know how.
Well, it's weird that Akira Toriyama let him go in a way, because that was like exactly his end game, was to have Gohan take over Goku's mantle. But then, after Cell, everybody complained, he made Boo. So after that, he didn't worry about Gohan.
But I'm glad he made Boo, because that fight between Goku and Vegeta was the best.
Well, Boo was an incredible saga.
I just love the fight between Goku and Vegeta.
So I mean, there's, I don't know. I'm just excited. So we get a dual episode. We'll have to come back. 'Cause that's going to be a big one.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely having a lot to say on that, and we're getting closer to hopefully getting the wish, seeing what the Dragon God looks like. I'm excited.
Yep,
they do, but I'm excited to see the Dragon God.
See who gets the wish. See what happens.
I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna like a sneak a wish or something.
I think Beerus is gonna get the wish, but Chomp is gonna come in and do an oolong. That's my guess.
Women's underwear.
You know what? I'm sure
Goku is.
I would like to see like Vegeta just asking for Planet Vegeta to be built, but like him not ruling it. He's like, you know what? They're gonna learn. Like he wants it to be like Kaba's.
Yeah, we don't know
planet.
the power of the.
He's gonna go pick up tons of women and impregnate them all and get Saiyans.
No, wish all of Planet Vegeta with their people back.
And then there's that rumor that having Trunks come back from the future, which I think would be really cool.
Oh,
I love that Trunks.
Well, we do got that confirmation that someone from the future is supposed to show up again. Well, duh. There's only one character who's gonna come back from the future. It's not gonna be future Bulma.
It could be.
It's Lucy from Fairy Tail.
It's Lucy from Fairy Tail.
Confirmed.
That was a sad episode when she died. I was like,
so it's going to be kind of cool to see, if Trunks comes back. I mean, it's one of Akira Toriyama's favorites, as he said. One
Trunks,
of his
I think, is the coolest, and I think he's the most real character, like, because he doesn't play around.
He's been through the worst out of everyone in a way.
He suffered the most.
Yeah.
No, like I said, okay, sorry. So let's go back to this Dragon Ball, the Super Dragon Balls. I was hoping like maybe if they get the wish, Trunks comes back and they wish for all the people that died in Trunks' universe to come back, like his dad and Goku and them.
That would be cool.
Because it would right the wrong his future had. That's my personal.
That's a good point because the current Dragon Balls, I don't think they could do something like that.
No, they can't because the Dragon Balls are gone.
Well, no, I don't mean that. I mean like in the current time. I don't think you can say for this dude's time.
Yeah, I don't think
that would work.
And again, we also have to assume that they're in the same universe, but just in different time. Diego put up a good point that maybe he's in a different universe. That has.
That's a good point. So even though it's in the future, maybe that's a different universe.
You know, Universe 6 that the Champa's in. You know how they said the planet got destroyed, or the planet's destroyed,
Earth.
But it's still there? I was saying maybe it's because of the androids that destroyed it.
That's a good point.
And we don't know what timeline it is in that Earth.
That's true because we could say, well, it did say, I thought they confirmed that humans destroyed the Earth. Humans fought each other.
That's what they said, but we don't know. You know, sometimes remember
because it would have to be a parallel. So if this were true, it would have to be a parallel because it'd have to be 1 or 12 or 6 and 7. You know, Trunks would be from Universe 1 and get to Universe 7. It'd have to be 6.
Something like that.
And we
know
that
parallels.
And we know there's no butterfly effect because he went back to his timeline where it was still desolate. So like I'm saying, it's still possible that he's in one of those universes, and that's how they traveled back in time.
Because Boo wouldn't have existed because there wouldn't be any powerful characters for Bobby to come and get from Earth.
Correct. He would just take
Boo's
orb. He would just take the ball from Boo.
He'd have to go somewhere else.
And then take it somewhere else, yeah.
Because Boo wouldn't exist in Trunks' timeline.
Well, he would have already been there.
Boo's there, but he wouldn't
he wouldn't have been awakened because he wouldn't have the energy.
Bobby could have taken Boo in that timeline and then left.
Because at that time there's no one.
He'd have to take the ball.
We're bantering.
Sorry, we're bantering. We can go on forever with Dragon
Ball. But anyway, great episode. Still work on Vegeta, but other than that, I still really liked it.
I want him to be the hero.
I would give it a 6.5. Like I said, I had really bad mixed feelings about this episode.
At 6, I just didn't like the whole Goku thing.
The writing, the pacing was just weird.
Compared to
Kaba's episode was like a 9 easily, you know, and then this one was just, I don't know.
I go 7.5.
Inconsistencies. Yeah, it was just a little bit lower than what I think. I mean, it was still enjoyable.
It made me excited for next week, though. A lot more excited. Like for anticipation from an episode. I'd say for anticipation for the next episode, it's a 9.
This is kind of like the salad to waiting for your steak, you know?
Yeah, Chicaba.
No, your miso soup because you got like nothing in the miso soup.
Yeah, you're waiting for that orange chicken to come, you know?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And the orange chicken's this upcoming week.
Yeah, so
we got the miso soup this week. So
that's what I gotta say there.
It's really salty.
All right, well, that is everything. That's our time for today. Let us sign off. You know where to find us. Diego, tell us before we go. Where can they find us?
You can find us on Facebook at Chibi No Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Chibi No Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Chibi No Podcast, capital C, capital N, capital P. And you can find us on YouTube at Chibi Podcast.
That's right.
I love when he says where we're at. It's awesome.
Dude, that's it. So saying our goodbyes. This is David the Smash Man.
Diego, little brother, Mr. Worldwide.
Tech guy.
Chibi No Podcast.